I got frozen the last minute. This guy's so bipolar. Seriously. Is that King Leonidas? Maybe. Going under the name of Colgrim, though? Okay, when do you give me stuff? Make it happen. Does it help if I save? This is Spurt! What happened to your interwebs? No, seriously though, give me items. Oh, who did I talk to?
What's on your mind?
Nothing.
It is no trouble.
There we go. 5 years later. Whoa. Battle axe. Oh, such an angry man.
You have defiled this temple! Hey, do you want to work together? I think that'd be a good idea. No! You are a heathen! I will kill you!
Dragon! Not lizard. I thought you don't do that tongue thing when you're a dragon. You lied to me, Your Highness. Oh, I'm sorry, Ninja. It's like listening to the radio. A radio playthrough of Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, I'm not afraid. It wouldn't want to eat me anyway. Tough and stringy. You, on the other hand, ought to be worried.
Tough and stringy, Win? That's how you describe... I guess it's working because you made yourself sound really unappetizing. No, I'm not gonna fight the high dragon. I'm not nearly strong enough. And I fail. I'm sorry, Ninja. I wish I knew how to help. The gauntlet time. Grunt Luigi. Woo! Radio. I don't know. Maybe she's calling me well endowed.
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
For me?
You are the first to arrive in a very long time. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
Okay. Will your task ever be done?
I do not know, and I do not question.
What can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the the remains of the prophet Andraste.
Yes, so why would you tell me that again?
What else is there to tell?
Let's not waste time. How do I get the urn?
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to cure a noble man.
Still, you must
Noble
prove
man.
yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that.
Okay.
If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is this gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will
Scott
undergo
Pilgrim.
4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Can you tell me anything else about this gauntlet?
You will understand what it is when you face it.
Very well. I will enter the gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You abandoned your father and mother, leaving them in the hands of Rendon Howe, knowing he would show no mercy. Do you think you failed your parents?
Yes, I should have defended them to the death.
Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Is there any religion that does not thrive upon guilt, like a glutton at his lunch? No, I thought not. Accept your failings, but do not let them govern your life.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor.
Why'd you cut off
ready with
Alistair?
a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You framed the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Here we go. Time to go through the gauntlet.
Super fun.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Indigestion. Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
strongest luck could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Thane! From Mass Effect.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Whoa, your face. Home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain.
Ah.
Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The mountains.
Yes. I
Hey,
carried
Jonah.
Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
It's going Dragon Age-ly. How's it going for you?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Can I ask him to repeat that?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy.
Yes.
Ah.
I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
One more.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Woman. Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Kefir, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Okay. Yay! Do I pass? I pass.
My dearest child,
Father?
you know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. No more must you grieve, my girl. Take the pain and the guilt, acknowledge it, and let go. It is time. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. And so I leave this in your hands. I know you will do great things with it.
Why is he wearing an ugly Christmas sweater? What did I get? Do they even need this? I don't even know. Wait. What? What did I do?
Dear me, what's all the fuss?
Kill Wynn and Morgan first. Do it.
Run while you can!
Listen, Wynn, you must go. Go away, Shadow Wynn. Face your true self. You didn't have to slice her ghostly neck off. That was kind of extreme. Okay, and you did the same thing to Morgan. Alright. Cool. I insulted his sweater. But it does look like an ugly Christmas sweater. Oh yes, this puzzle.
It's a start.
We did it, Alistair. Alistair, your turn. Oh, wait. It's actually my turn, Alistair. Oops. Your turn. Sweet.
Your wish?
My wish. We did it! Alistair, come join us.
Yes? At your service.
Oops. They don't say anything?
Your wish? Say the word. Hmm? My love? At your service.
One more time.
Say the word.
No.
My love?
Sorry. One more of the yes, please. Please.
At your service.
You're not doing it anymore. Why not? Did I abuse it? Did I abuse it, Alistair? I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not doing it anymore. That's okay. I heard all I needed to hear, I guess. What's this?
By the maker.
This altar is little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Naked! Everybody naked. Even when naked. Look how bloody we are, and you two are... Okay.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet.
Don't look at me, I'm naked.
You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
I don't feel comfortable with that man looking at me. Woo, nakedness. Oh, poor ninja. I can't see it. I don't know how I got so much blood inside my armor. Interesting, isn't it?
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting
I should have
place.
brought Leliana for this.
But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really?
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Taking a pinch. Oh, I was gonna say, bring Leliana. Run. Demon pendant? Oh my. Well, they weren't that naked. Oh, me and Alistair have become one. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I'm just hiding inside of his armor right now. That's what I'm doing. Uh-huh. I thought he would do it. Okay. Night, ninja. Well, that happened. Yep. Yep. Seeing how Alistair looks with a bun. Oops. This way, team. Off we go. Back to Redcliffe.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
The urn? Yes.
What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
It's just a stone flask with a burnt woman inside. Nothing has touched me quite as deeply.
You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
That is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi.
Oh,
but
don't mind Wynn, she's just shedding again.
In the Chantry.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Ooh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
Yes, share it. Spread the word and more will come under the Chantry's power. Is this not what you want?
I will spread this good news or die trying.
If something bad comes of this, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich
That was
man,
sudden.
but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue.
Yay!
I hope to see you soon, my friend.
I made another friend. There's also a giant dragon that no one killed waiting right outside the gate. Yep. We won't mention the dragon. Let them learn about it the hard way. Oops, where am I going? Can you imagine that coming up? Like they're taking someone on a guided tour and then, oh yes, there was also a dragon. Oops. Neglected to mention the dragon. Random Dirksburg. What's with the random Dirksburg? Dead Dirksburn. Okay, what was that for? Okay, see you later. Who got caught in a trap? Morgan! Are you okay? I'm shocked. Maybe it won't eat you. If it doesn't feel like it. See, that went by really quick. Biss is passing out all over the place. Be careful, Biss. Okay. Nighty-night, Biss. Thank you for watching. Iman! Tigan! Who is this woman, Tigan?
You return. Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Now I imagine them just throwing the ashes on his face. Can you imagine that? Whipping the ashes at his face and then boom, cured. Good night, Biss. See, he's gonna throw the ashes. I love how they look when they do that. Oh, you're glowing pink like us. Sweet.
Where am I? Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here?
Tegan?
Where is Isolde?
Who is this
I
woman,
am
Tegan?
here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Yeah, I killed like half your servants, sorry.
It was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me,
I wish to hear all of it.
He's alive! Hooray! Now help me defeat Loghain, please. Thank. I've had 1 injuries. Hurry up, Eamon, I'm thirsty.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much.
You're welcome.
Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the Blight. That'll do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
As you wish, then.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe.
Yay!
You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Oh, Alistair's getting a new shield. Thank you, Your Grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep.
I know, right? What a jerk.
Long I have known him. He is a sensible man. One who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
But you can unite the nobility against Loghain, can't you?
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learns what he's done...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Do you think this landsmeet idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
Whoops.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Who is this mage Tigan? I'm sorry.
Jowan, what
Favorite
you have
meme
done
from
is
this
not in
game.
question. You
Or at
tried
least
to
one of them.
assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
He seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Give him to the Circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Tigan! What is this addiction, Tigan?
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall
What is a
my
meme,
forces
Tigan?
and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
You found the secret of the emotes. Oh, I can level up again? Oh, I only got 1 point. Cool. I need to start I need to start working on something. I don't know. Not that. I think I was talking about something else. Blah. Okay, I'm gonna go I'm gonna save. Not go save. Where am I going to save? I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I finished my Choco Moo. I'll be right back, guys. Hmm? You talking about anime? Who here likes anime? I like anime. What are your faves? Oh my. Well, you already know what my ultimate favorite anime is.
You have restored Eamon.
Yeah.
I am most grateful. It's up to him what happens next. If anyone can force an end to the Civil War, he can.
We are still not yet ready to call the Landsmeet, Grey Warden. Pursue your treaties and return with new allies, if you are at all able.
Eamon is saved. Hmm?
Put your back into it. Do you think you're swinging a broom?
Party camp time. Oh my god, Azumanga Daioh is awesome.
Alright, I guess I really don't know
Oh
how to
no.
ask you
This is gonna be really awkward. Are you guys ready for this glitch? Ask me what?
How do I say this? You think it would be easier, but every time I'm around you, I feel as if my head's about to explode. I can't think straight.
I don't know if you guys are ready for this glitch. Providing I do get the glitch, but I do every time. That's very sweet.
Here's the thing. Being near you makes me crazy. But I can't imagine being without you. Not ever. I don't know how to say this another way. I want to spend the night with you, here, in the camp. Maybe this is too fast. I don't know, but I know what I feel.
Ready for awkward sex? You want to spend the night? Are you sure?
I wanted to wait for the perfect time, the perfect place, but when will it be perfect? If things were, we wouldn't even have met. We sort of stumbled into each other. And despite this being the least perfect time, I still found myself falling for you, in between all the fighting and everything else. I really don't want to wait anymore. I've never done this before. You know that. I want it to be with you. While we have the chance. In case...
No need to say anything else. I agree. Not as bad, but it's still glitched. What were you doing down there? Dying.
You know, according to all the sisters at the monastery, I should have been struck by lightning by now.
Not for that performance.
Meaning it was so great that the Maker himself has decided to spare me the usual punishment, right? Right. Oh. You do realize the rest of our little party here is going to talk, right? They do that.
I'm laughing more than I am like, oh my god. It's always so awkward to watch. I'll be more fangirly the later in the games we get. Just the kiss just messes everything up, and then it's really awkward from then on. Cute, but awkward, I guess. First smart comment, and I feed them to the darkspawn.
See? This is why I love you. So, what now? Where do we go from here?
We stay together, no matter what happens.
Right, I can handle that. I hope. Before we go, have I told you that I love you? I did. Well, it won't kill you to hear it again, will it?
I love you too.
See? Was that so hard?
Are you ready for everyone to talk about them doing it? In particular, Leliana, but I think Wynn starts making comments too about him. That wasn't what I planned for, but okay. Works for me.
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Okay, be right back. I'm gonna get a blueberry muffin. Seems so random. You watch the village day and night, for years.
I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Yes, that would be rather horrid.
And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Ah, yes, your bird thing. Sounds a little messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I would...
Welcome back.
I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Sorry, Shale.
I await your command.
So, what did you think of that magnificent love scene? Alright, I keep forgetting Morrigan doesn't really have anything much to say. Right now. Who's this? Who are you?
On your order, Grey Warden.
Do you need anything?
The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need.
Okay. Give 2 sovereigns. I don't know the money well in this, so hopefully that's good.
Very generous.
Oh, okay, good. That's what I thought, but wasn't sure. Or are you talking to me? Whoops.
What's on your mind?
As a Grey Warden, I'll never lead a normal life, will I?
No, you won't.
Thank. But I don't think I was ever meant to be normal.
I don't think so either. You would not have been happy living a dull, uneventful life, dying in obscurity. You wonder sometimes, don't you? If your life would be better if you weren't who you are.
No, I like my life.
I didn't. Not for a long time.
Well, I mean, now I like
When I
it.
was a young woman in the tower,
Because
I
I got
came to the
Alistair, you know.
realization that the circle would be my life, and I would know no other. Family, love, a simple life. These were things that others took for granted. that I would never have.
Grass is always greener on the other side.
It made me very moody. All I could think of was being trapped in that tower with no way out and no end in sight. I started hating my life and myself, and one night I found myself
Did you say
in the
"'twould be
tower's
funny"?
chapel. I was seeking refuge.
Are
maybe
you
answers.
Morrigan now? 'Twould be funny. 'Twas a delight. 'Tis a shame. It's hard to imagine you as a moody youth.
Well, I was. Dreadfully morose. Surly. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, the chapel. I must have looked tearful or made some noise, because the revered mother came out and decided to speak to me. And because I had no one else to talk to, I talked to her. I must have said many silly things, but she told me that the Maker puts us all on our paths for a reason, and fighting our intended course is what causes so much anguish.
And that made you feel better.
I thought the old biddy was full of rubbish. I was 15, maybe 16, and I knew everything. So I left, but I always found my way back to that chapel. And as the years passed, I began to see the truth of her words. We were supposed to be polar opposites, mage and priest. But we weren't. There was much about us that was the same.
But priests have to choose to be priests. Mages don't.
Not all priests choose their path.
Not all priests.
Some children are given to the chantry to raise and become initiates. The revered mother had lived in the chantry all her life, as I had been in the tower for all of mine. She taught me that you can find your family in the people around you, that you can love work and find fulfillment in duty. And there is joy even in self-sacrifice. If you put others before yourself, then their well-being is yours, and their happiness is your happiness.
Would you hate me if I said you were full of rubbish?
No, I wouldn't. As I mentioned, I once thought the same thing of someone else. You can scream and cry and be angry about life as a Grey Warden, or you can accept it and allow yourself to see the good in it. This is your choice.
This is my story. Ah, Grunt
What say
Luigi,
you?
stop.
By all means.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
You've never killed an innocent.
Now there's an interesting word, innocent. How many men do you know who can claim to be truly innocent? But if you're talking generalities, such as children and relatives and bystanders and such, never on purpose, but it happens. It's unfortunate, but death comes to us all. If not me, then some wasting disease, or a fall down the stairs, or at the hands of a darkspawn.
Congratulate on what? What I'm thinking you're gonna say, or? That's a very practical attitude.
Death happens, as we like to say, and when I get paid for it, death happens more often. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
Okay. I take no pleasure in killing.
It is not pleasure, per se, nothing sexual. It is more a sense of satisfaction, a feeling of power. Does that make sense? No matter. There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Why not? You can do whatever you like.
Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by, honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point.
Oh, thanks.
Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Olay.
That sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Continue, please.
Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win the tourney?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the jousts, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Whoa. I was hoping for a happy ending.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Olay so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Thank you, Liliana. Grunt Luigi. Thanks, Grunt Luigi.
Something you need, my dear? Of course.
What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably...